my name is Shyla. I am a Las Vegas real estate agent, and I have a class coming up about purchasing a high-rise condo. If you're interested in purchasing a high-rise condo in Las Vegas, you're gonna want to listen to this video, and if you can make it, join us April 18th at 10 a.m. where we're gonna be having coffee and snacks and just going over everything that you need to know about purchasing a high-rise. But if you can't make it, don't worry, because I'm going over everything right now in this video. Living in a high-rise in the Las Vegas Strip is absolutely a five-star experience. You have Allegiant Stadium right next to you. You have T-Mobile Center. You've got world-renowned restaurants which you can just step out of your front door and go over to. And if being close to the city center is not something that you're looking for, but you do still want to have those five-star amenities, we have other buildings which we can look at as well. Cello Tower being one of them, which is why I plan to have our first event there at the Cello Tower sales office. They're going to be finished by 2026, and you're going to want to know what this building offers. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me about Cello Tower or any of the other towers, and we'll get you started. Location is huge in real estate and high rises as well. Wherever you plan to be, just think about your goals and keeping that in mind. If it's something that you want for an investment, maybe MGM is going to be something that you're considering because of the A's Stadium that's going to be built there and the fact that you can tap into that hotel management system. Or what we can do is look at Cello Tower if it's something like a primary residence that you're interested in. If being close to a grocery store, having your own parking spot is going to be something that's huge for you, then that is something we're going to want to look into and dive a little bit deeper into those condos that offer more of a primary lifestyle for you. I wouldn't want to be so frustrated at the fact that I would have to drive in my car, find the nearest grocery store. The fact that you can literally walk to the upscale grocery store within your neighborhood is just going to be a huge convenience factor. If we don't want to be close to the city center, maybe we're looking out at One Queensbridge Place. Maybe we're looking at Cello Towers. Maybe we're looking at the new Four Seasons that's going to be coming about. All of these are going to be slightly off the strip, but still close by. When we talk about your goals, that's where we're talking about, do you want this to be your primary residence? Is this your secondary home? Is this an investment opportunity? It really depends what rabbit hole we go down based upon your goal. For a primary residence, this is great because it's easier to get financing for, and if it's your primary residence, then you're typically going to have a lower interest rate as well as a down payment. If this is your secondary home, that's where down payment and interest rates could go up. And that's why it's great to join us at our classes where we're going to have a lender present to go over all of these things with you. However, if you do have questions, please reach out and I'll put you in contact with our main lender for high rises. If we're looking at this as an investment opportunity, those interest rates and down payment are going to be also higher. So we're just going to want to take those into consideration when we are looking at doing an investment or a secondary home for the high-rise condo. Is high-rise living for you? High-rise living has those views. You've got the rooftop pools. You also have all these amenities for yourself. And these can be certain key factors of what makes and breaks the building that you choose. The different types of high-rises are a mid-rise, a high-rise, and a condotel. Really, the main difference between these are going to be the high-rise and the condotel, because the condotel is going to be kind of like a revolving door where there's a lot more opportunity for investors there and renting out the unit on a short-term basis, a long-term basis, any of those two. But if you're really looking for that sense of community, maybe looking at an all-residential community and high-rise would be an opportunity that you would want to look into. Looking on the MLS can be a great start to looking for your high-rise. And I can set you up with a search. Just make sure to send me an email and your criteria and what you're looking for. Different things that we can search. Maybe you're looking for an accessibility unit. Maybe you're looking for a corner unit. Maybe you're looking for a unit with a balcony. All of these things we can search, and I do have a list of all the MLS description and amenities that we can pick for a high rise. That way you can get a good idea of what you can really look for. So let me know as well if you would like that list. Just go ahead and send me an email and I will shoot that over to you. Luxury amenities is really what this 5-star lifestyle in a high rise is about. It can cover your basic needs like water, sewer, and trash. It can have hospitality services where they have a concierge at the front desk, being able to take your groceries up to your unit, or maybe they can let you know what the best restaurant in town is. Really, they're there to cater to your needs. You have valet parking sometimes with these units, as well as security can be huge there. I know Cello Tower is a part of a 61-acre master plan community, Origin and Symphony Park, where they have AI technology, they have heat sensors, they own up to the sidewalk. These are huge benefits for yourself as an owner. With amenities does come HOA, homeowners associations. Now, this is typically a question that I always get asked about, and it covers all of your luxury amenities. It covers the people who are working in the building and really everything that comes with the perks of being in a high-rise building. That's what you're paying for here. And if you really add it up, then it typically comes out to being the same cost as a single family residence. If you don't want to worry about landscaping, you don't want to worry about a roof, you don't want to worry about painting, all of these things can be avoided when you do purchase a high rise because it's being taken care of for you. Cello Tower does offer a breakdown with exactly what their HOAs are going to be for a 1 bedroom plus a den, 2-bedroom, or a 2-bedroom plus a den. And then it also shows you what a single family residence fees are like. So they're saying a single family residence landscaping fee is around $160. That pool service fee is $175. Your water, sewer, and trash can be around $200. And you've got a hazard insurance policy for a single residence, probably around $100. You also have to budget for roof, painting, everything like that. So that's about $100 a month if you want to, save some money up to be able to do those things to your house. And then you might even already have an HOA fee because you're in a guard-gated community. There might be a health club membership, about $100, whether that be within your HOA or just outside of it. And all of these things they're saying is totaling up to $1,025. So if you really think about it, all of those fees you're already paying, and you can wipe them all out and purchase a high rise and pay those HOA fees, and everything's included in that. And they're showing that for the most part, their HOA fees are going to be lower than a single family residence expenses on a monthly basis. This is huge, and this is 5-star luxury living, and maybe it's something you want to think about instead of getting a single family home. Now, if you have any questions about the cost of HOAs, which buildings you're looking at, let me know. I can definitely give you an estimate. I have 2 dogs myself, and they're very important to me. So if you have dogs and you're looking in a high-rise building, I'm sure it's very important to you as well to know the breed restriction list and the pet restrictions. Some buildings don't allow pets at all. Sometimes there are a 2-dog limit, or not even dogs, pets in general. And then maybe they have a weight limit, breed restriction. So these things do apply, and that's where we look at the HOAs, and we really want to look at their rules and regulations and just really inform ourselves before we do make this purchase. I know security features are a huge thing when looking at high rises. Some have 24/7 security. Some, like I was saying with the Cello Towers, they have the AI security, a part of the whole master plan. Property taxes for high rises can be different, especially if it's a condo-tel. Sometimes you are going to have assessments for those common access areas. Something you also want to consider is the insurance policy that the building is going to require. Sometimes they require $1 million insurance policy, maybe 500, maybe a little less. So that's definitely something you're going to want to take into consideration when we're thinking of financial planning. Another thing including HOAs, is going to be property assessments. Now, we're really going to want to look into these when we get the resale packet back from our high rise. In Nevada, we get an HOA resale packet, and the second that the agent receives it, it starts a 5-day taking time bomb for you to read through this thick packet of all of the HOA rules and regulations. And I highly recommend you take those 5 days, you look through it with a fine-tooth comb, you really have those things in mind that you're looking for, that you know that typically a high-rise building would have restrictions on, and you want to make sure that you're okay with these rules and regulations. Now, this is huge because you want to make sure you're working with a correct agent who's going to send it to you right away, because it starts from the day that they get it, not yourself. And property assessments are something that you are going to be wanting to look into. Property assessments can have huge factors. Maybe you just bought a building and then now all of a sudden you have this $10,000, $30,000 bill because maybe the pool needs to be fixed. Maybe the whole inside needs to be remodeled. Anything like this can be an unexpected expense that you can look into before you purchase the property by really paying attention to those property assessments. Something I like to give my clients when they're looking for high rises is a list of questions to ask. It's going to have a list of questions that you're going to want to be asking when purchasing a high rise. List of questions to ask are going to be, what are the noise policies? You're really going to want to know how they handle the noise policy, because if someone next to you is throwing a party at 10:30 p.m., you want to know what you can do about it, especially if you want your peace and quiet. You're going to want to know what the guidelines are for the community areas. Maybe you plan on using them and you want to make sure that you're able to, because if you can't use the common areas in the way that you were planning to, it could hinder your living experience there. If your high rise comes with a balcony, you're going to want to know what those balcony restrictions are. You're going to want to know if you can do what you are looking to do within that balcony. Maybe you have a few cars and you want to make sure that you can store them within the building. That is also something you're going to want to look into. Is there valet? Do I have a garage? Do I have a parking spot? All of these things can be known when we are looking at those HOA resale packets. If you're looking at this as an investment, what are the rental restrictions? These are huge because in Las Vegas, it's very hard to be able to Airbnb, Vrbo, or even just be a part of the hotel program where they rent it out for you. These are something that you are going to be wanting to pay attention to if you're looking at it as an investment. And again, pet restrictions. If you do have fur babies coming with you, make sure that you definitely take a look at this and where they can and can't go within the building. Something also I like to mention is finding out who the property management is. This can definitely hinder your living experience as well. Imagine beginning your day in the rooftop pool with a morning swim, going downstairs, having some gourmet breakfast at one of the close restaurants nearby, and then coming back, being able to utilize that work center and working for a few hours, and then inviting friends and family over to enjoy the amenity space with you. Maybe you go to the cigar lounge, maybe you go to the golf simulator and you show them that, and then you just really have a full, well-rounded day. And that's what this 5-star living is about with these high rises. Or maybe these opportunities for the amenities and being close by to the strip is what you're looking for in an investment, so the people who are utilizing that space have the best experience and you can rent your unit out for the maximum you can. Whether you're looking for a primary, secondary, or an investment opportunity, my name is Shyla. I would love to see you at our event on April 18th at 10 a.m. But if you cannot make it, hopefully this guide was a great start. Follow me for more Las Vegas real estate.